The Jets are at the Bills. Who's a better flex, Bam Knight or Gabe Davis?
Bam.
I would say Bam. I mean, they probably will have the same amount of catches if things continue. And, you know, one guy's getting over 100 total yards on a consistent basis without scoring a touchdown. One guy is needing a touchdown to be good at this point.
Jacksonville at Tennessee, starter sit. Travis.
By the way, just because you brought up the Vikings, Lions, how they marry each other with the goal line, the only two teams yet to allow a touchdown to a tight end are the Jets and Bills.
How about that? That's very interesting. Jacksonville, Tennessee, starter sit Travis Etienne.
You got to start.
Do you, though?
You do. No question.
Again, I think it's a better version of Najee and Pierce.
I know. It's one of those things where I have him only in one league, unfortunately, and I will start him because I have two. I have also in that league Aaron Jones and David Montgomery, so I don't even know who I'm starting with him. Oh, I think I have Bam Knight in that league. And I'm just not happy about it. You know, just one of those. There's so many of those throughout the year. You start a guy, you're nervous about it. Hopefully they throw it to him. The Titans see the most running back targets in the NFL, and Trevor Lawrence just doesn't do that. Hopefully that changes this week. Kansas City at Denver, Jerry Jeudy or Juju Smith-Schuster?
Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy or Bam Knight?
Bam.
Even in full PPR?
Again, the catches are probably favored.
Do you think that's going to be the case, though, with Michael Carter back?
I think as Heath has illustrated for a few times, that Mike White is not just throwing on third downs to his running backs. He's throwing on first and second downs to his running backs.
I don't mean it in that sense. I don't think Michael Carter is going to be the third down back. I think that's going to be Ty Johnson. I think that he's going to play more on first and second down, certainly, than James Robinson did last
Bam
week.
Knight's not going anywhere.
He's not. But does that mean that Michael Carter's going to have no role like James Robinson?
I think Carter replaces Johnson.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. The first half 2 weeks ago, they all played, and Ty Johnson was the third down back. But that could certainly happen. All right, the Dolphins are at the Chargers. Can you trust a Dolphins running back in this game?
Trust is a tough word.
It's not that tough. T-R-U-S-T? I don't know.
Or big trust. I think I'll go back to Wilson as a number 2 running back.
It's just on a hope and a prayer, though. There's no and I've got Mostert as a high end flex as well. Like one of those guys could be a top 15 running back, but who knows?
I couldn't find anything about why Wilson only got 1 carry. He had a bad drop. I don't know if he was punished for that, but I was looking, I couldn't find a single thing. I don't know if we have any insight to that at all, but it was surprising and crappy.
I gave you my theory on Sunday night.
I don't remember.
You're just back in San Francisco and decided to do what they did in the old days with the running backs.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what it was. Yeah. Cleveland at Cincinnati. How much faith do you have in the Browns passing game against what's been a very good pass defense?
Not much.
I'm starting Amari Cooper, and it feels dumb. But other than that, none.
I'm starting Jeudy over Cooper just to tie in a guy we've been talking about.
Okay.
I might make that move too. I feel better about it.
Okay. He is on the road, of course. A true road game.
But he's in the same state.
Ooh, that's true. Is it drivable? Can he like sleep at home and take the drive?
we tried that last week though with he's playing back in his old state.
But this is one of 2 places they take a bus to, right? They take a bus to Detroit. They take a bus to Cincinnati.
I guess. I mean, you're not sitting
right. I like the bus theory. You know, the last 2 road games, he has been shadowed by a good cornerback. I went and I watched all of his routes this morning from the game last week against the Texans. And Steven Nelson is a guy nobody really knows about or talks about, but Steven Nelson's having a very good year, at least according to PFF rankings at cornerback for the Texans. And he lined up opposite Amari Cooper, I'm pretty sure, every single snap that Cooper was not in the slot. And he did a good job against him. Two road games ago, I'm not counting the Bills games, neutral site, but 2 road games ago was Xavier Howard following around. I don't think that the Bengals really have that guy. I don't think they're going to put Eli Apple on him. So, or, shadow him. And I don't think that'd be a bad thing if they did. So with Awuzie out, just wanted to bring that up. If you're wondering what the hell happened to Amari Cooper, he got shadowed by Steven Nelson. 3 road games ago, he got shadowed by Xavier Howard. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Is Mark Andrews the only must-start player in this game?
Yep.
By definition of liking, yes.
Right. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back,
Freiermuth. You got to start Freiermuth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I did a bad
Why
job.
did I forget about him? What's the last game we're going to talk about? So let me give you some Pat Freiermuth stats here. I'll let Heath talk about touchdown regression. This is this is an interesting conversation. Pat Freiermuth has, I think, the 5th most targets and the 4th most yards among tight ends. Okay, I simply cannot find this stat.
Well, I mean,
he has 1 touchdown. Yes.
My favorite is that he has 3 fewer targets than last year, 100 more yards than last year, and 6 fewer touchdowns.
But when you put that in perspective, and you look at Kenny Pickett, who's not throwing touchdowns, and the fact that Pat Freiermuth only has 6 red zone and 4 green zone targets this year, how does that all come together when projecting touchdowns for Freiermuth?
I would expect, based on his usage and Kenny Pickett's touchdowns, that he would have 3 or 4 this year.
Is what, 1?
He has 1. I would have expected last year that he would have had 4 or 5.